shifters, entrepreneurs on the move, with your host, Amanda Barr, bringing you power-packed conversations with entrepreneurs who share their stories of shifting in life and business to keep on the move.
Welcome to the show. This is your host, Amanda Barr, and boy, do we have an incredible show for you today. Today is all about discussing the business insights and shifts we are going through. This is our live audio show every Friday, 10 a.m. Central Time. So excited that you're tuning in, and if you are live here today, welcome. We're going to be bringing people up if we have anybody like to share, as well as those who want to join us every week. Don't forget, you can sign up via Eventbrite, or you can also go to Facebook at RTB Capital Group and sign up for our shows. So let's dive in. Tuesday, we went live on our live stream, Tuesdays 10 a.m. with Charles Reed. He is a payroll expert and a CPA, IRS consultant. He helps keep you compliant. And he also wrote this incredible book called The Payroll Book, a guide for small businesses and startups. And I was just going through and looking at it, at the different contents, and it's just amazing, from, payroll setup, from business entity to employees and non-employees. What does that look like? What are the earnings and the deductions you can take, as well as taxes, tax numbers, employee taxes, tax penalties, work week, pay period, payday, the law, and it goes on. So if you'd like to get a hold of that, we're going to put in the link below how you can actually get access to it. Our podcast listeners actually get a free copy. If you were to go and pay for this, you can find it on Amazon as well. But the Payroll Book, the guide for small businesses, and it just kind of kicks off our show today of really, Charles has been in business for over 30 years, and he just wrote this book a couple years ago. He started on it, and he even mentioned that, if you're looking to start writing a book, it is a lot more involved than you think. So for all those authors out there, hats off to you. And if you're looking to write a book, reach out to us directly. We help authors launch their dreams and overcome those fears of what is it like to write and start a book. And looking at the shifts, so if we look into the payroll side of business, for those that have employees or want to have employees, there's a lot of questions. And so I really suggest going back and watching that episode and how to really handle if you get an audit or if you get a letter from the IRS. What can you do? What can you do immediately? I know one of the things Charles said was, don't wait. And I think that's probably a good lesson for all business owners and all businesses out there. For anything that comes up in your business, don't wait. The more you wait, the more things can potentially have a negative impact. So when things happen in business, just a good suggestion: don't wait, take action right away and get it solved. So if you're looking for help in that regard, any type of audit, there's many professionals out there that do it. I do like that Charles said he hasn't lost one in Audit Court, and he said, you get a lot of no's till you get a yes, which is another great nugget for those that are reaching out and prospecting. You'll get a lot of no's, but if you're running for that yes, the no's are just no's to get you to the next yes. And if you keep going after that, it's powerful, and you don't give up. You keep going. You know that your passion is greater than your fear. Overcoming an audit would be definitely one step in the right direction. Do not give up and go ahead and get that yes. And in business, how are you leading? This is the shifts that you can take in your business, is how do we even approach that prospecting? There's a lot of people out there that you've got a great idea, you've got a great platform, you might even have a beautiful website, and clients are just not rolling in quite like you desire. I face this myself, especially at the beginning, where it's just frustrating. You want to make more money, what you do is great, and it's just getting that message out there and how to get out there, how to get a killer offer that just people are lining up for. And it's really that shifting of our mindset around how we're reaching out. What are we saying? How are we saying it? And who are we touching? Are we willing to really gear down and talk to that specific client? Or are we being broad and trying to capture and throw the net wide? Or are we looking to throw that net close and know that the fish you want are right here, and how to get them, and then from those, who are the right fit. I was on talking to a gentleman yesterday, and he built his business around working with investment firms and those investors that really want to make a difference in the companies that they invest in. And it was just so fascinating. He has a podcast. He's been podcasting, I believe, for 13 years. I'm going to have him on the show in the next month or two. I can't wait to share his story and what he's done. And he used podcasting for business. So another potential shift for you, if you're listening today, is, are you podcasting? Do you have a live stream show? Do you have a YouTube channel? How are you sharing your content with the world? And are you doing it for business? Are you doing it for a hobby? What's the purpose? What's the impact? And how are you giving back? Podcasting has been such a benefit to our platform and for those that we work with. It's opened doors, and it's just been able to be a beautiful way to touch people, share stories, give back, and also gain clients or referrals through it. So if you're looking at and thinking about, oh, I kind of want to do a podcast, but I'm not sure how, or I'm worried, reach out. We can share with you the nuggets. We can take you through a process and get you all up and running. So even with a live stream, a YouTube channel, as we build our YouTube channel out, we've got a new show that's going to be coming where my husband and I go live every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Central Time. We'll be going live, sharing relationships in business and working with a spouse. And can't wait. We're really kind of honing down what that message will be, but it's going to be incredible. There's some of those that I've spoke to that say some of the best conversations we've had are like while we're driving or while we're hanging out, and it's like, oh, we should have recorded that. And there's been so many times that I've had conversations with my husband. He's in business. He runs RTB Financial Group, which is the sister company to RTB Capital Group. And the conversations have been just so incredible, deep, and really transformational for myself and for others. I'm sure that it could be. And so we're bringing that world to you, and to give that back and to have these conversations. And how do you work through struggles? How do you work through those challenges? Everything always, of course, looks better and easier for everybody else. Like they've got some, special powers, and they're able to just, say things and it happens. And there are people out there that can literally, like, they have that. They can. But there's a lot of work we didn't see on the front end. Nobody sees the hard work and the effort in the beginning, and how those shifts in their business and in their life transformed into something greater than what they ever thought was possible. And so I'm super excited about this. And for those listening today, join us, follow us, check in, see what we're talking about, see if it resonates with you. And if it helps somebody, share it. Just like with Shifters, if any of these shows really just touch you or help you or have some nuggets, there's been so many incredible guests that it would be an honor to have that shared out with the world. Share it with somebody you care about. It might touch them, and maybe they share it with somebody else. And so the other thing that's coming up, and I don't know if I mentioned already, is really right now it feels like there's a lot of things moving very fast. There's a lot of ideas, a lot of marketing tools, a lot of pieces, and there's 1,001 things you can do in your marketing. There's 1,001 things you can do. Even, this year you can have the IRS can pay for a portion of your website to get redone. Isn't that cool? So if you're listening today, reach out to us. We do incredible site designs, and if you're looking for that, we can give you the ins and outs on how to potentially get a tax deduction on your website. How awesome is that? And these things are available, and it's just finding it. And sometimes we're working so hard in our business that we don't take time to work on our business. And when we pull back for a few minutes, that's what the fun part is how do we really open ourselves up for opportunities because we're looking for them, because our eyes are open. And we hope this show shares those nuggets and tools and definitely shifts that you can do in your business, learning from those that have gone through things and what they've done to move their business forward. And so just looking at that time management and being so busy and really kind of pulling back and going, what matters? We can be busy and we can have lists that go, for miles of to-dos and things to get done, but what's a priority? What's going to really be urgent and important, and have somebody cross that finish line and be a paid client. So our efforts need to focus in on those things. Yes, we've got a lot of things to do. How can you delegate? And then what is the best priority? How can you really maximize the time? How can you double the impact of what you're doing? And how can you leverage the connections we have? One of the things that I've learned, and one of the things we're implementing, is we're sitting all on gold mines. If you are new in the business and maybe you haven't met so many people, you still think about what organizations are you involved in, who are you involved with, from hobbies to personal to communities. There's people you know, and they know 5 people. So if you have been networking for 6 months, a year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, think about all those business cards. They might be sitting around. You might have put them into an app. If you're not using an app, I suggest CamCard is one of the best apps for being able to look at business cards quickly and save all the contact, and it links up to your accounts like your phone, so you can email and you can call directly from that platform. It's awesome tool. I love it, and hopefully that's helpful for you. So if you're sitting on a gold mine, it's just having a game plan to reach out to that. And how do you weave that into your marketing? Because most of the time, a lot of people may know something of what you do, or you might have switched businesses and they may not know what you do, and they're going to end up working with somebody else and go, oh, I didn't know, you didn't tell me. And sometimes this is one of the biggest missed opportunity, is people just don't know. Everybody's so busy in their own world that it's tough to follow everybody that you know, especially if you know a lot of people. So the beauty is how can you powerfully, and not so much time-wise, but just powerfully connect with people, and then do it in a way that really makes a difference. So that's just another shift for you guys. And I know today's all about discussing business insights. What are shifts that can help your business move forward? How can these little nuggets and tools potentially just skyrocket you? Obviously, our mission is to keep you on the move, to keep you in business, to keep you on move, to share and connect you with people that will help transform your business from the inside out. And so hopefully this is all hitting home. And before we wrap it up, because I know that obviously we've got all things to do today, but when it comes down to it, really knowing who that client is helps you with your message. And I keep seeing this, and it's something that I'm really focusing on right now too, is I've got a few different things I'm working on at myself, and I've got a sales training program, and I've got all these different things, and really narrowing down who that ideal client is. When you get that accomplished, you know exactly their pain points. You know exactly what they're going through. You know what they're struggling with. And why do you know that? Probably because you were in that position at one point in your career, and you're doing what you're doing today to work with people so they don't go through those same mistakes, so they don't hit those same roadblocks, so they don't spend years trying to figure it out when you figured it out, and now you're coming back to say, hey, I've got the solution. You've got these problems. I've got the solution. Let's work together. So when you are able to identify who that ideal client is, there's a sense of peace and comfort, I think, in a weird way, if I can say comfort. I don't know if it's always good to be a little bit uncomfortable as you're pushing yourself out of your comfort zone. But when you really understand that client, and when every message on social media or every email that's going out, you're talking to them in such a way that it's like you wrote it for them. They're like, are they talking to me? Like, that's me. You know you've hit your ideal client. And not everybody is going to be your ideal client, and that's okay. It's better to weed out the ones that are not, and to focus on the ones that are, that want to do business with you, that want to pay for your service, that want to put that together. And once that is identified, all the messaging, all the marketing, everything will make sense, and it will also be that additional layer to your platform that will just stand out. You'll start to get known for that. Why? Because your clients will be talking about it, you'll be talking about it. And when that happens, you will gain the confidence. You probably already have the skills. If you've been in business, you probably have that. But if that last leg is just missing, and I'm guilty of it myself, is of, the client, it can be so broad. But if we do know exactly who our client is, wow, what is possible? So it's just another thought for you to shift your business forward if you're struggling and it feels like the messages are not hitting home with those, and you've posted things on social media, you have a website, and you've got a landing page, and you've got ads, and you've got social media, and you're posting, you're writing, and nothing's happening, right? Nothing's happening. Then it's just not aligned yet. And it's not that it's wrong. It might be almost there. It might be 80% there. It might be 90% there. But those small shifts to really get it to align can transform everything for it. So just think about it. If you're looking for help on that, looking for guidance on how do I really define who that customer is, and then my messaging, is it really aligning with that person? Reach out. This is what we do for clients. This is how we help them raise the bar. There's all kinds of different ways, but hopefully that's helpful for you. Even on your own, you can just write down, what are the pain points? What are the solutions you offer to solve those pain points? And how does that align with who that person is and who you are and what your connection is to that? So when somebody sees you, they see you as authentic and real. And that's exciting. And as you grow and as you build your following and as you build your message and your brand, this starts to just, kind of take root and the tree grows. So hopefully that's of value. I know we've been talking about a few different things. We shared about the payroll guide, that the Payroll Book by Charles Reed. Go get that, download it. If you're looking for guidance on payroll, and just kind of, it's almost like a dictionary for payroll. So don't forget to go access that. I'll have the links below so you can definitely download it yourself. And for any of those other shifts, and if you're struggling, if you have fear around something you want to launch, maybe you just have an idea for a business and you're going, oh, I wish I don't know what to do. I don't know. If you're saying I don't know what to do and I'm worried, but I know that I have something that I want to, reach out. This is what we do. I work with business professionals, entrepreneurs that have fears around the things and around the ideas that they have. Even if they have a business in place, they might be fearful of the book or starting a podcast or speaking on stage or any of those things. And it's kind of a handling process, or you can go through with a group where you can get strong in a group setting, whatever is going to be the best fit. That's what we want to bring, because we want to help companies and businesses take it to the next level, accomplish those goals, live your dreams, not sit on the sideline and go, well, it would be really cool if this could happen. No, you got to get out there and get on the court. I love that analogy. If you grew up in sports, think about it. There's a court out there, and we're either watching in the stands, we're sitting on the bench. And trust me, playing basketball, I hated sitting on the bench. It's no fun. It's fun to, be a part of the team, but it's no fun to sit on the bench. You really want to be in the game. And so get on the game of your own life. Get on that court. Start playing. Get on that field. Start playing. You're going to fall down. You're going to mess up. You're going to potentially make awesome things happen quicker than you think. You're going to score. You're going to do all those things, and you're going to grow. And guess what? Most of those teams have a coach, or they have multiple coaches that are helping them through that process. Trying to go alone, you can do it. It's a longer, harder road. You can do anything you want. You just got to have some grit. But if you do want to speed up that process, get closer, work with somebody that's done it, that's gone through it, and has the tools and the resources and the mindset to just say, hey, these are the things you need to do. Now go, do it. And that encouragement and that motivation, one of the things that when I got into this business was I really wanted to bring the belief that people didn't have in themselves, that I could bring that belief. I could believe in you, and then you could borrow my belief in you until you believed in yourself. And I just think that's so incredible, because there's been people that believed in me when I was not living like I believed in myself. And it helped propel me forward in such a powerful way to not give up, to go after, and to run. So, for those listening here, I don't know who you might be or where you might be in your business or even in your life, but I believe in you. I believe that you can do anything, obviously, that is good and going to make a difference in this world. We support those that want to make a difference in this world, purpose driven founders. If that's you and you're listening, I believe in you. And if you're looking for that additional guidance, we are here to be that coach, to be that consultant, to help you implement, to move things forward. And I hope this show just inspires you to really transform your business from the inside out, to think about it in a different way. What are you doing? Where's the time being wasted? Where can things be more aligned and more focused? And what does it take to get there? Is it just making a decision? Is it equipping a team? What is it for you? Only you can answer that, and only you can take action. So reach out. Join us next Friday. We're going to be talking. We have actually Tuesday, we have a special guest coming. He's a former pro rugby player, and he had an accident in sport and was no longer able to play. And his story of getting himself back into action, back into, who was he and how could he take what he had done and now make a business out of it. And it's just inspiring. It's going to be a great show. Don't miss it. 10 a.m. Central Time, Tuesday. We've got Michael Garvey, and then we're going to be talking about that. His platform for podcasting is called Unmotivated Habits, and I know it's kind of different sounding, so you'll want to listen in and then join us on Friday, next Friday, Central Time, for the live audience show where you can ask questions, share, and join in on the fun. So we're going to get out of here. Thank you for those that are listening live. Thank you for those that are listening in afterwards, and wishing you an incredible, productive week ahead, and keep on the move.
We hope you enjoyed the episode today. We appreciate each one of you for listening and hope you left inspired and motivated to keep on the move. If you think this episode might help or inspire someone else, please share. Don't forget to subscribe and keep in the loop to hear more incredible stories of entrepreneurs like yourself on the move. Thank you for our supporters, RTB Capital Group, Financial Powerhouse, Callcast, and Power Podcasting. Now, get out there and keep on the move.